The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written permission of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2021.
Straight ahead this evening, the United States warning the Bahamas against moving forward with the China funding of the new hospital. The subtle suggestion rang loud around the country today. Tonight, Prime Minister Davis responds. Also tonight, PLP Fort Charlotte candidate Sebas Bastian caught up in a firestorm after U.S. court files of the Jeffrey Epstein case were released yesterday. Bastian says he's never had any dealings with a disgraced sex offender. Tonight, Davis responds, and we hear from former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis on the matter as well. Meanwhile, a big news event this week, the Free National Movement ratifying almost all of its candidates. Tonight, we look at the candidates and the areas they're running in. This is Beyond the Headlines. Good evening. I'm Shanique Miller. It's great to have you along this evening. Tonight, U.S. Ambassador to the Bahamas, Herschel Walker, is weighing in strongly on the China-Bahamas loan deal to fund the new hospital, a much-needed hospital. Walker says the deal is not in the best interest of the Bahamas. Jose Etienne picks up the story from here.
We went to the United States first for the funds. Right? They told us that they will get back to us. Our need was pressing, and we did not get the results from the United States that we expected.
With the Princess Margaret Hospital still in a crumbling state and the issue of poor healthcare dominating headlines, Davis says government had no choice but to reroute.
We have an agreement already with China to now abort that. Will throw us back another 3-4 years. I don't think our country, my people, could afford to wait another 3 or 4 years for what we need now.
Meanwhile, Walker was candid about the U.S. views on the deals, noting that, quote, it doesn't appear to be in the best interest of the Bahamas to submit to Chinese law and labor standards on their own soil, end quote. Walker went as far as saying that, quote, we stand ready to work with the Bahamas to help secure a better deal. His opposition to the deal, however, comes as no surprise, as he was forthcoming about addressing what he described as China's growing influence on the Bahamas during his Senate hearing last year.
China is trying to increase its influence in the region. It has built nearly a $3 billion deep water port in the Bahamas and has made other moves that can threaten our national security.
U.S. officials have voiced concerns about China's investments in country, which prompted warnings from U.S. officials and, in some cases, ignited tense public disagreements between the two embassies in country. But with the deal already signed, sealed, and delivered, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville noted that the agreement was undertaken following careful technical, legal, and financial assessment, with the overriding priority being the urgent healthcare needs of the Bahamian people. And so, with government deciding to press forward.
There's no concern now, though, that this could jeopardize our relationships with the U.S., right?
No, well, I have no concern about that. The United States continue to be our partners, and we are always willing to talk with them.
Well, I'll tell you, certainly, of course, we saw the headlines. We woke up to the headlines, in fact, and startling, because we know when the U.S. gently nudges that it's more might beyond that, or is it? And then others are saying, well, okay, we hear you, Ambassador, we hear you, but understand the needs of this nation, Ambassador Walker, and can the U.S. step in then and assist? I'm going to bring in my Hot Topics panelists this evening to begin jumping in. Good evening to you, Leslie Miller, Ellington Ferguson, Howard Johnson. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines. Let's jump right in because, you know, we always are very squeezed in terms of time. Your thoughts of that headline, and then you hear the Prime Minister saying, listen, the deal is done. He said that they've tried to even seek other deals before. including funding elsewhere, none of which materialized, but this one did.
Good evening, Shanique. Good evening, colleagues. And good evening, Bahamas. Shanique, this is a very, very interesting saga that is unfolding here in the Bahamas. I appreciate whatever it is, the concerns of Mr. Herschel Walker and the United States government. However, I'm sure while we've had the absence of an actual ambassador, we've had charged the affairs here. The U.S. Embassy's presence is here, and they know exactly what's transpiring, what's playing out on the Bahamian scene every single day. They know of our shortage. They know of our issues with healthcare here in the country for some time. This issue have spanned across administrations, and I mean, they never stepped up to the plate. Our government had to go around the world seeking some kind of financial assistance to try to get a hospital of some sort to help to boost up our health care. And these people just sat on the sidelines until we began to engage somebody, which I looked at the Chinese deal, and when I saw some of the things that they put in it as it relates to any issue should come up, everything will be or have to be done in a Chinese court. They are obviously securing themselves in light of the previous Bahama incident. But to come up at the end of the juncture, and not even with to say, hey, we have this that we can give you, but just to tell us it's a bad deal. It may be not the best deal, but we're trying to boost and rebuild our healthcare. Our healthcare is in shambles.
Public healthcare system that's limping along. Howard, good evening to you. You jump in. We're not able to hear you, Howard.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Good evening to you, Shanique. Good evening to Ellington and Leslie, and good evening to the Bahamas. So, Shanique, what I understand is that the Prime Minister just, I think after this interview with the U.S. Ambassador, the Prime Minister also made remarks. I stand corrected if that's not something that is accurate, but the Prime Minister said that the United States was engaged initially to provide the resources and the financing to build this additional hospital, and the terms were not favorable, or the loan was not approved, or the United States passed on it. And so now the Bahamas sought the funding from elsewhere. Well, the United States had first dibs. Let's be real serious about that, right? They had the opportunity as our closest international partner. We are right on their doorstep, a stone's throw away. And so that is very important to the United States. That relationship needs to be good and cultivated. So now you're uneasy about the Chinese approving what you didn't improve. Shanique, we are debt slaves to the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, the developing countries throughout the world. Japan, the United States, France, the United Kingdom, all of these big developed first world countries get favorable loans and with favorable terms. We continue to be saddled with debt and can only afford to pay the interest whenever we go through our annual budget cycles, and that needs to stop. If China loves us more, then we got to roll with them, so to speak. If the United States wanted to provide for us the better deal that Ambassador Walker is talking about now, why wasn't that the case until we reached out to their sworn geopolitical enemy to offer us a better deal?
Good evening, colleagues. Good evening, Bahamas. We find ourselves at a very serious juncture with that revelation in the newspapers this morning. The ambassador is saying, stop the deal. The government of the Bahamas over the last 3 years have been debating this matter and trying to find an answer for a new hospital in the Bahamas, a new province that is very, very much needed right now in our country. They went to the U.S. Import-Export Bank. I believe they went to the World Bank. Also to IDB, Inter-American Development Bank. All of these institutions are controlled by the United States government. Every single one.
Yes.
Without the United States government, they cannot survive. So the United States government dictate who they will lend, the terms they will lend, etc., etc. Okay, so you spent 2.5 years dealing with them. You came back with a zero answer. You know, some of the parameters that were in the contract, apparently, were really too onerous for our country to sign on to. So instead, the Chinese offered a better deal. I think 3.5% interest rate, which was more than satisfactory. That's the sort of rates that the Europeans and the first world countries, the white countries of the world, let me be frank, the white countries of the world get those kind of loans where you start from 2.5%, maybe up to 4% maximum. The black countries like the Bahamas and elsewhere get these onerous loans that can come up as much as 10, 12%. That's why Jamaica in 1966, when President Reagan and those decided that they were going to slaughter Jamaica, Jamaica economy went bust. I happened to be a trackman there. I went to the British American Games, Pan American Games, the British Commonwealth Games in Jamaica in 66. When one Jamaican dollar had worth $1.25 American. That was the exchange rate. And in about 18 months, the country was finished. They went to the IMF, again controlled directly by the US. Still today, Jamaica is under the wings of the IMF. Once you get in that hole, you never get out. Now, what are we going to do? They said the deal is already consummated. The Chinese are on their way. The governor's already signed the contract on behalf of the Bahamian people, don't forget. And now the man is saying, stop it. We have a contractor who's ready to work. How the hell do you expect us as a country to turn around tomorrow and tell the Chinese, forget it, and go through this whole situation again? That's going to take another 5 years of the life of the average Bahamian. Forget the elections coming. And that's what this is all about now. Elections are on the horizon, and the American policy has always been simplistic, you know. And I've been saying that from the day I walk in Parliament by living in the United States. I went to high school there. They either dictate or they eliminate. And the world got to get used to that. Bahamians got to get used to that. If we can't tell you what to do and you don't do it when we want it done, we will eliminate you as a government. And I think that's where we pretty much at now. We're not at that point. But if this thing continues to spiral out of control, we're going to get at that point. And our elections will be a hell of a telling election, I'll tell you that. And we only got a few months left. A very interesting scenario.
Well,
I'm very concerned as a Bahamian. Very concerned as a former member of Parliament and minister in the government.
And somebody who has insight. I'll tell you this. We have a number of vulnerable citizens who depend heavily on a public health care system that has been extremely vulnerable for decades now, and even more so in today's Bahamas. And so we in the Bahamas need a better healthcare system. Help us along with that. It's truly not the time for games with people's lives. Too many lives are being impacted and affected on a daily basis. And we'll come back to that next week. We're not going to move this off the table, but we're going to just put it to the side and move on with tonight's show. Well, shifting gears, seen and noted, the words of Prime Minister Davis as he says he is seen for Charlotte candidate Sebastian's response to being named in the files linked to the Epstein investigation. Davis noted that he understands Bastian maintains he doesn't do foolishness, which he accepts.
I saw his response. I don't know much about what is in those files and what those files mean. All I know is that he's indicated that he doesn't do foolishness. He don't know what they're talking about. And when I see what is being said, I perhaps will have more to say.
Thank you very much, everyone.
And I don't think so.
Well, last evening, Eyewitness News team also reached out to former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis, who first appointed Bastian as an ambassador. He reported that Bastian was investigated by the government of the Bahamas and the receiving countries for his ambassadorship and was never found to be in any fault or wrongdoing.
If Bas was appointed as ambassador under my government, we would have done the appropriate due diligence. We found nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with him. And we appointed him.
Yes, sir.
So we found nothing. All right. So whatever is being said, I know nothing about it. The man was totally opened and above law.
Well, of course, we know the Epstein case ongoing trial and revelations and release of various files continues to make headlines, certainly on social media, by so many people are paying attention to it. And then it kind of came on our doorstep yesterday, naming Sebastian, among others, Marvin Dames, Adrian Fox, as being guilty of, whether it's arms trafficking.
Don't forget Mr. Flowers, Craig Flowers.
Craig Flowers, of arms trafficking and any number of other issues. You all saw last night, we spoke at length. Bastian also responded on the news as well as on this show and also in the dailies today that he is guilty of nothing. He has not met, spoken with, or had any relationships with Jeffrey Epstein, and that his focus now remains on serving the people of Fort Charlotte. No doubt we will continue to talk about this, whether it's this evening or certainly, of course, in the weeks to come as we all make our way towards the general election. And so we certainly will look forward to that. You heard also former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis say that Bastian has been investigated because of his role as ambassador, and nothing has been shown to be adverse as a result of those investigations. And so we will continue to follow this story. This is Beyond the Headlines Week in Review. When we come back, don't go anywhere. Beyond the Headlines is back right after this.
It's a Holy Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the Upgrade and Win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holy Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Hey, it's your boy Charlie Bahama here at Superwash, Superwash's newest spokesmodel, and I'm here to tell you about Superwash's large capacity washers and dryers for all your big loads.
I know I see that Charlie Banana coming here just now.
Uh-oh, luckily it's also big enough for me to hide it.
I thought he was right over here where these large capacity washer and dryers is. It's big enough now to handle your big loads, you know. Yeah, like you can put on your blanket. But just look at that. Somebody forget to turn on the dryer. Oh, stop! You hear something? Yeah, that's the sound of clean. Superwash washes you, presses you, and entertains you 24/7.
Why y'all keep trying to bring people back?
Because
when
if you're good,
people
you're good.
retire, leave them.
The English language doesn't permit that.
Person, just man and woman, same person.
Well, he certainly has nicer hair.
Very dramatic. You are not one of us.
So here's what
don't call our name in your mouth. Don't have nothing to say to us. You are not one of us.
Personal emotions simply cannot float to the top.
When you paying them pennies.
No, but if you argue that you get what you pay for, I have to wonder, what do we pay you? Because
that's not your business. You renegotiate your salary, that's on you.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
This segment is brought to you by EV Motors Fleet Sales Division. For 2026 commercial vehicles, call 821-2403 today.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. It's Week in Review Fridays. Let's get moving. 12 ratified, 2 more to go. The Free National Movement gearing up for the 2026 general election. You all saw this week exactly what took place. We're going to go now for a recap with Janelle Longley.
Not the chaotic scene many would have expected outside the Free National Movement headquarters as the party wrapped up its election roster. But that's because all the action was on the inside. Packed from wall to wall, a sea of red and a few candidate signs filled the room as supporters waited anxiously for their candidates of choice to be called. 12 of them to be exact, that according to party leader Michael Pintard represent what the party stands for. Many of them, however, no surprise to the public, as their names had been floating around for some time, like former sportscaster Jay Philippe, whose nomination for the Bain and Grantstown constituency came under fire due to his Haitian heritage.
And when you put yourself out in frontline politics, it comes with a bit of scrutiny.
Former Member of Parliament Andre Rollins, who's done the rodeo before on both sides of the divide, headed to Long Island.
Party stripes or party affiliations really are not what is most important. What is most important, in my view, as far as the first criterion for entering politics, is a passion and a concern for the welfare and the development of this country.
Former Senator Jamal Moss, who had been eyeing several other seats, got his nod for St. Barnabas.
It doesn't matter where I'm in, Southern Shores, Tall Pines, South Beach, Bamboo Town. At the end of the day, if my party, which has approached me to be a candidate for St. Barnabas, I put myself forward because I'm about the people.
Which brought many to the focal points of the night. Deputy Leader Shannon Don Cartwright, who some constituents say through his move to St. James may have been abandoning his constituents.
Political parties will make decisions relative to who they feel is best suited to go in these seats, and the Free National Movement has asked me to serve as the standard bearer.
And Ambassador-at-Large Rick Fox, who's been quite vocal about wanting to kick off his political future while simultaneously being the center of controversy from the side opposite. He originally had his eyes set on St. James, but got the nod for Garden Hills.
I was always coming home to live, to retire, to work, to serve. And that's the existence, that's the timeline you're catching me in now.
And then there's the switch-up of Carlton Bowleg, who had been ratified in a previous exercise for the North Andros and Berry Islands constituency. Though at the time he professed his love for his hometown Andros, he was sent off to Bimini and the Berry Islands.
I look forward to doing what I can to assist in that area.
And newcomer, a nurse practitioner, Janice Oliver, was handed over the North Andros.
They called for the midwife, and the midwife has answered the call, and she will deliver safely.
And there are more new faces to the ticket, like Mike Holmes, who's seemingly unfazed about his ability to nab Cat Island, Rumkey, and San Salvador from the Prime Minister and consecutive Member of Parliament, Philip Davis.
It's an easy task. The people is for me, and I for the people.
Former journalist Julian Gibson takes on Mangrove Key and South Andros. In Pine Ridge, Dr. Charlene Reed, a dentist.
I chose the Free National Movement because to me it's the party and the teamwork that I see and the vision that they have is one that I want to emulate and be a part of.
And businessmen Darvin Russell and Gadville McDonald in Centerville and Nassau Village, respectively.
Been 20 years in the making. Third time's the charm for me.
And so I'm offering a unique partnership where we can together drive meaningful results on behalf of the community.
But the ticket's not completed just yet. There's 2 more vacant seats, Mycal and Marco City, currently held by Michael Pintard. But the latter is a seat many believe would be automatic. So the question is, what's the big holdup? Janelle Longley, Eyewitness News.
What's the big holdup indeed? That was one of the leading questions coming out of Tuesday evening's ratification. But nonetheless, the FNM just looks very energetic and enthused. So let's just talk about this. Let's look at the man who will go against Philip Brave Davis in the constituency of Cat Island, Rumkey, and San Salvador, Mike Holmes. Gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's good to have you all stick around for this segment. What do we know about Mike Holmes? Okay, yeah?
Little to nothing we know about Mike Holmes. His face is familiar in the business community. I'm not sure that he quite appreciates the level, of the strength of the Prime Minister in Cat Island, Rumkey, and San Salvador. A number of persons have went up against him, including the now leader of the Free National Movement. So it's not going to be something as of cavalry as he took it. The people for him and he for the people. It's not going to be that simple. You got to go in Cat Island, Rumkey, and San Salvador. You've got to do the work if you want to be a formidable candidate against one Philip Edward Bray Davis. It's not going to be that easy. It's going to be a fight. And I'm not sure whether he's prepared for that fight based on his approach to it.
Well, Shanique, for me, I put out my feelers to try and find out some information. I've not heard about the gentleman anywhere and anything national, right? So I don't know if he lives in the constituency or whatever, but I'm going to have some information. So when we discuss this gentleman further, but I couldn't agree more with Ellington. Philip Brave Davis is definitely one of the giants, and it's going to be a heavy lift for him to lose that seat. I mean, he's the leader of the party. He's the prime minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And if you are going to remain the prime minister of the Bahamas through the House of Assembly, you definitely have to win your seat. So this gentleman, I don't know where his head is at, but I can tell you one quick thing before Leslie jumps in. What I'm hearing from this cadre of candidates and some of the others as far as who's running where and who didn't get their first choice, it appears to me that the F&M truly believes that they will have a wave election where they will be ushered in because of the wave. So when you hear candidates talking about, wherever the party puts me, I'm willing to go, and I didn't get my first choice, so I'm going to go here and there. It is my opinion that they are confident and believe that they will benefit from a wave to usher them in as the government.
I share that sentiment.
I've never heard of this guy, Mr. Holmes, Holmes, eh?
Yeah.
Never heard that name before in the Bahamas. I'd expect him to get his deposit back. But
I think he will.
We'll see what happens, Mr. Davis has done a lot for his constituency over the last 5 years.
I really want to spend some time talking about what he's done, but we don't have the time.
I expect him to have an easy win in Cat Island. Very easy. No competition at all, really. But
well, I'll tell you.
Holmes is happy to fly up there and do his thing.
On temperature check, we certainly, of course, we will investigate Mike Holmes and see exactly what he has been doing in Cat Island, Rumpke, and San Salvador, what his track record looks like, who he is, and obviously the vision he has shared to move the constituency forward, the constituency of 3 islands forward. Meanwhile, you all, the newly ratified Free National Movement, Rick Fox, you all know he made his own headlines after the ratification. Rick, well, I'll tell you what Rick has done. Don't go ahead of me, please. Just slow down right there. Rick has really come and gotten the attention on him. I'll tell you, we'll have a light moment about Rick later on in the show, so you don't want to miss that. But Rick is casting blame now on the government for his company's failure to construct 1,000 green homes. I heard something about these green homes. I don't know if I missed the color because I ain't seen nothing yet. That's one. Okay, it's white, but it looks like that's the only one. Is this a mock-up or is this for real? Like, where is it, by the way? Anybody knows? Listen. The company is called Partana. Fox is the principal, and he entered into a heads of agreement with the government back in March of 2023. Fox, how many homes you built since 2023? With the promise to construct at least 30 affordable homes in South Abaco that year, which have yet to materialize. However, Fox is accusing the government and says that they failed to live up to their end of the bargain, which was to provide the lots.
That heads of agreement works both ways. Both parties have to deliver responsibilities. I await. I'm in a different position now. My life has changed by taking this role today. So the company is prepared to build any houses when the government of the Bahamas is prepared to execute on what their responsibilities are. Just to be clear, in that contract, there's not a dollar of the Bahamian people's money that is given to me, has been given to me, or my company, to execute any of these homes. Those homes were to be built with our company money. And so the fact that they haven't been built is a function of we haven't received the lots yet to build those homes for Bahamian people. If lots showed up, we would build homes.
Office of the Prime Minister, I need you all talking quick, fast, in a hurry, because how can you enter a heads of agreement according to him and not give him the lots that were agreed on, and he was just going to get these lots? Like, how this all was going to work? But we need answers. But Rick say, listen, man, hold up, I'm ready right now to get to work and start constructing these homes. Y'all ain't give me what I need. Ellington?
I think Shanique, heads of agreement, I would think, would specify something about what he intends to do. It would specify the parcel of land that the government intends to give him. I would think that would be in a heads of agreement. But this is not, it doesn't look good. Like you said, I would love to hear the government response to this, but it looked like some kind of little pie in the sky thing.
Yeah, Shanique, it looks like, it's politics time, so it's convoluted, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on here now and a lot of finger pointing and a lot of blame going around for stuff. I mean, this is the newest thing that I've heard surrounding this. I've checked with some sources to find out what was going on with Partana. I've never heard that the lots were not delivered or released for Rick to build. I've heard everything from Rick was unable to get the investor group together to deliver on the money that he is talking about, that, we're not going to use government's money. I'm hearing that, he wasn't able to secure. Yes?
Funding may have been an issue according to what you were hearing.
Funding, yes. And that's the first thing. And then the second thing that I've heard was that there was a lot of red tape and bureaucratic nightmares associated with Rick trying to get all of his approvals and all of this stuff through Works and the other government agencies. So those were the things that I've heard, and this is the newest thing. And with politics on, election on the horizon, you're going to hear a lot more things as well.
From what I understand, the government provided him with some property on Arawa Key as a test run. Yes, Arawa Key, believe it or not. He was provided with some property. I'm telling you, I understand he was provided some property, I don't know if his office or what have you, on Arawa Key. The problem was he had to come up with the initial funding to construct these houses. Not on Arawa Key, I don't know if it's on Arawa Key.
Office space
I hope
on Arawa
not.
Key.
But he got office space there.
Oh.
On a parcel, a land, I understand, on the western side of Arawa Key to do what he needed to do. I think, unfortunately, he didn't have the financial backing of these persons that were supposed to be involved in it. One time he had this fellow with him, this foreign guy saying X, Y, Z. Then he bowed at the picture. And every time I'd go to the PM office, he'd be on there, but every other day, dealing with this matter. And I don't think nothing came of it, because I don't know if he had the financial wherewithal to execute the project. You're talking about 100 homes. That's a lot of money.
1,000.
And the government's not going to provide you with land unless you can show them factually that you have the finances to complete the project. Hence, it is now. He said now, he's in a different field now, so don't look at no houses from him. However, if the F&M win, he could go start his 100 houses.
I think it's 1,000. I really thought I saw
But I'm told that he's now renovating his parents' house on Johnson Road. So maybe that'll be a good example.
Based on what Leslie Miller and Howard is saying, this whole political run seems to have sprung from a stalemate with negotiations with the government.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Interesting.
Well, listen, you all. This election season, I'm paying very close attention to what these candidates are doing, the incumbents, the newcomers, all of them doing on social media. Well, this week, here's what I saw. The Prime Minister getting in on TikTok, I tell you that. It seems as though it's a senior exercise fitness thing with the Urban Renewal Gang. Take a look at this, or even Urban Renewal Group. So you all, that is good to see, because I've seen so many different constituencies doing different things, and a number of them are paying attention to the seniors and being able to pull them out and have them be active and just be fit. Because if they're active and exercising, then that means that they have a beautiful life ahead of them. Quick responses.
So obviously it proves now that Mr. Davis is not only famous for the quadrille, which he normally do, and raking and scraping, he can do the modern dance too. And kudos to him. He looked good rocking with the seniors. Look like he's in pretty good shape.
Continue. Yeah, Shanique, I didn't know Mr. Davis had rhythm like that. He was, moving in step with everybody. He looked like he gets some moves in him.
All around man from Wolf Road, don't forget.
Yeah, he could dance. He looked like he gets some steps. But Shanique, you know what I'd like for Mr. Davis to do? I know he is in his mid-70s, the same age as my mother. We're in the United States, the governors and the president of the United States, always, whenever they go anywhere, they have an ambulance and their personal medical doctor on hand. So if Mr. Davis is going to engage in any rigorous physical activity, he needs to have those things in place.
I think it was a wonderful thing they had at the sports center in the Kendall Isaacs gym.
Right.
I was invited to, but I told the guy, listen, man, I'm not a retiree. I'm still wicked and
Hold on, they
active.
invited
I
you
go
up.
on races every weekend. That's for old fellas like y'all, not the pot cake.
Yeah, Leslie does walk.
End
He
of
walks
story.
every day, and he participates
Right?
in
So,
100 races a year. I tell you that.
Let them old people
Meanwhile,
take
you all, meanwhile, the
the
person who has commanded social media this election season, you know, we couldn't leave him out this evening. Dr. Hubert Minnis, take a look. People are loving this one. Dr. Hubert Minnis there, of course, you all saw he's asking for more pepper. And I'll tell you, that video is taken off. And so we're speaking about the impact of social media during not just this political season, the political season of Jamaica, in Barbados at this moment as they go to the polls next week. Of course, the U.S. elections, when Trump won the recent U.S. elections. And so our politicians are right on there. Dr. Minnis, the writing said, listen, they don't see him and Kalani enough. I haven't gone anywhere. Your thoughts about Minnis and social media?
I think Minnis' newfound love for social media has been very helpful to him reinventing himself. I think he's been handling it very well as it relates to the political leaders on the scene today. I think he's the leader in that aspect, and it's done very well for him. And it's going to pay out. It's going to pay dividends for him. You hear him asking for more pepper. I hope he could handle it.
He asking for the pepper. I hope he have some pepper Bismol close by too.
Yeah,
but Shanique, yeah, Dr. Minnis has established himself in Kalani, and that is the reason why he is going for his 5th consecutive term in a row, right? And so I think Dr. Minnis is just catching fire with the trend that is moving through the political landscape in the Bahamas. You by right have to be on social media. And what this can do, if used effectively, is galvanize those young people who would not otherwise be engaged with the political process to get out there to vote. Now, that's what Dr. Minnis has to be responsible for. Yeah. You can get their attention with the social media, but can you translate that attention on social media into support at the polls? Yeah. Will these young people who are watching go and register to vote? And will they support you? That's the big question. But as far as using the social media to get the attention, I believe that this is a great thing for Dr. Minnis, and he's always been in Kalani.
You know, I watched the videos. I saw one with him answering people now, but their comments were, and he would speak back to them. I saw this a little trivial myself, being a former parliamentarian and what have you. I mean, I like door to door, you know, and whether that translates into votes, we'll see. If the F&M coalesce themselves and what have you, it's going to be very interesting. That's probably one of the most interesting seats. He won 4 in a row. This is his 5th one now. He's been a good MP, don't get me wrong, very good MP. But in a 4-way fight now, because I still believe that lady with the CO, what do you call him, COI. What that is? COI. Got to get some votes. And may be detrimental to the success of him, as well as the 2 ladies. 3 ladies now there, 3 ladies fighting. It's going to be very interesting. That's going to be a hell of a fight. May the best person win.
Listen, of course, and what it is, and I'm not Dr. Minnis' spokesperson or even the Prime Minister that we showed a minute ago, all of whom have taken to TikTok, but it translates to votes, and when you go door to door, it makes it easier. Everything is just kind of connected, you know? But listen, this one, now, Rick Fox, of course, has been the big star this week. That's right, he was ratified, and everybody decided they're going to jump on the Fox bandwagon. Here's what I'm talking about. Andrew Blue Johnson in Freetown, a little vain, feeling in his feelings, I guess, because he feels that maybe Rick Fox is getting attention from the ladies. It's all social media. It's all this political season. Let's take a look.
Come, follow me to this office. Let me talk to the nation. Bahamas. Man, I just hear some people say that my sexiest politician I hear was the sexy politician. But now they say Rick Fox, come and take that crown from me. Why you want pretty than me? Why you want what? You want pretty than Andrew Johnson? Andrew Blue Johnson.
So there is a light moment. So many people, they were even talking about this in the newsroom, about how funny it was. And obviously it's tongue in cheek. It's meant to be funny. But you all, the way that there are messages, there's a little game, there's a lot of fun happening across the divides this election season?
I think you're seeing some of these politicians working hard to demonstrate that they are relatable. They can relate to the average young man, young woman on the street, and they can engage in the kind of activities that they engaged in on social media. And so they are just trying to be as relevant as they can, and some of them are demonstrating that and being that.
Shanique, the sexiest thing that Blue or Rick could do is go out there and win the seats they running for. That's the sexiest thing you could do. But I think you need Peggy and Gabby for this segment, because me, Ellington, and Leslie ain't interested in liking no man.
I'm done.
I'm sure we don't like man. We don't like man in our private life. So maybe
I'm the only one who should have weighed in then. Yeah. Maybe it's me.
Yeah, Shanique. So in the words of
I'll weigh in next week on that. I'll weigh in next week, Howard. I got you. I got you.
In the words of the late great Leslie Monka, I want you to stop it, Shanique, because we're not interested in that.
Listen. I will say who's the sexiest.
Now,
go ahead, Leslie.
If Blue had the looks of Mario, one of my grandsons, who happened to be his son, you'd have it made with the chicks.
Wow.
But you know Mario.
Oh.
Mario's the hot guy. That's the guy who get on the chicks.
It sounds to me like Leslie saying Rick got you, Blue. I don't know. Rick must see one up on you. I have no idea.
Close. It's close.
It's close. Okay, it's tight. It's a tight race.
Close.
Listen, it's all fun, you all.
Bishop is 30 years younger to compete with you.
No, Leslie.
I'm done.
Leslie, I'll tell you this.
I'm done.
You could stand right beside Blue and Rick. I'll tell you that. You could stand right beside them. I'll tell you that.
The pot cake for the win.
The pot cake for the... That's what... Ellington, thank you. The pot cake is the sexiest. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, it's of course, it's Friday. It's Friday, and we make it very light and enjoyable for you on a Friday. But don't go anywhere, because when we come back, Ian Thomas joins me here from Direct Marketers after the break.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites. We offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods, taste the difference.
So you want a space, but not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
This segment is brought to you by EV Motors Fleet Sales Division. For 2026 commercial vehicles, call 821-2403 today.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. It's good to have you tuned in. We're going to shift gears right now. It's Friday. You know, you normally see him on Thursday evenings, but Ian said, Shanique, let's just test a Friday because I have so much to tell the people. And I'm like, sure, Ian, that's right. Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers is here to give you an idea of exactly where your buck can go the furthest this shopping weekend. Ian, good evening to you. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines.
Hey, good evening, Shanique Miller. Good evening, Bahamas. What did you say? Reason why I get today? I can't remember what you said.
So let the people know where that dollar can stretch longer.
And why wasn't it yesterday?
Because you wanted to come to this evening. That's why.
I love
to
find out reasons why I wasn't here yesterday. Yeah, but that's basically it. And I wanted to be closer to this weekend also.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah, you did say that. I just wanted to. I'm just pulling your leg and everything. Let me just start off with my little spiel there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Thomas, and I am from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call right there with that number at the bottom. Give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. You dial 552-0212. That's 552-0212. Don't laugh at me. Shanique Miller, how you doing, man? Gal, how you doing? What you saying?
You look different.
You did serious?
Yeah. Your face looks cleaner or something.
Well, our water just come back on. So, yay, go Ian, go ahead. I celebrate the little smallest things in the world, man. And listen here, man, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get straight into this here because I got to tell you guys about some wonderful things happening this weekend. Supreme Lounge, first time I'm talking about this Supreme Lounge. They are located on Carmichael Road. So where are they on the Carmichael Road? They are in the Supreme Fitness Mall. That's just upstairs from Mexicabo, that's how you say it, Mexicabo. Now they're right upstairs from them, and they're open up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 6 p.m. That's great. Now, although the restaurant is not fully open right now, patrons can still go down there and enjoy delicious finger food. So I go down there and I get some stuff. I may go down there tonight, you know, I'm not quite sure. But tonight is a wonderful time because it's karaoke. It's karaoke. And he wanted me to let you guys know, karaoke, when is karaoke? Karaoke is every last Friday of the month and every first Friday of the month. So it's 2 weeks back to back, the last and the first Friday of every month. And it's an incredible night, karaoke, and no exception, like I said, it's gonna be happening tonight down there at the Supreme Lounge. It's hosted by the dynamic, Oral Hudson, which, the karaoke normally starts at 9 p.m. That's gonna be good, but like I said, you go down there from 6 p.m. and enjoy nice drink specials. And I wanna remind you, the lounge opens early, like I said, 6:30 tonight, with amazing drink specials. Why not start your weekend with laughter, music, and non-stop fun as you and your friends grab the mic and sing along with your favorite tunes. You ever did karaoke any old time?
Yes, I have.
You like it?
It's okay.
Okay, you're not. Are you a good singer, or are you just do it just for the friends?
Oh, my voice is golden.
Okay,
you think I speak well?
Yeah, I know. You speak well, and you sometimes you talk good too. They say, boy, Shanique Miller can talk good.
Hear me sing.
Yes, there you sing, girl.
That's the deal.
Girl, that's your mouth. Shanique Miller.
Right there.
She be right out there. Shanique Miller, right out there, 150th Street. So you go down there and check it out. And as you know, Super Bowl is this Sunday, February 8th, and Supreme Lounge explodes with all the great things. So go watch the game on the big mega screen for the ultimate game day experience. It's absolutely free to get inside for all guests, and you will save money with their dollar wings. Oh man, their wings are really good. Like I said, the kitchen's not open up yet fully, but the finger food that they have is really, really nice. They got dollar wings this Sunday. The wings will be seasoned to perfection, as usual. Every bite juicy, fresh, and tender. Now just imagine you cheering on your favorite team while enjoying unbeatable food and drink specials. And speaking about drinks, Supreme Lounge will be celebrating with mixed bucket beer specials. So you can go down there and allow yourself to have your favorite brands. Do you have a favorite brand, Shanique Miller?
Yeah, but I mean.
Okay, I know. Yeah, Shanique said, give me anything. I was out one place a couple weeks ago, and I took out my lawyer, and I took out some people from church and the guy, the pastor, and he was having a drink. He said, but he's not a real pastor. But the reason why I call him that is because every time we go, he say, Pastor, get us. Pasta Jim.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
So now you're
So we call him pasta. Because he say pasta every day. But I might can drink you. Yeah, I might can drink you. There's no way but him. So listen to you. Go down there, get mix and match beer specials. You want an exciting nightlife spot? You want to go to Supreme Lounge. Premium drinks and flavorful food. That's 100% safe. Great place to party. No better place than Supreme Lounge on Carmichael Road. I'm gonna give you a phone number so you guys can give them a call, find out more information if you wish. 809-2558. That's 809-2558. One more time, 809-2558. Go, man, it's a great time. Even if you live in the East or if you live out West, go check out Supreme Lounge on Carmichael Road. Great place. Still staying on this whole, leading up to Valentine's Day, but we're gonna talk about companies that are celebrating the Super Bowl this weekend. Bella Signature Suites and Restaurant. I talk about them all the time. This is my very good friend and longtime customer, Miss Bonnie Culmer, and I just love Bonnie and everything that she's doing over there. Let me give you their website. I know I'm kind of working backwards. The website is www.bellasignaturesuites, that's suites, S-U-I-T-E-S, suites.net. Bonnie Culmer and her entire family's down there. That's what I like, Shanique Miller. My grandmother, I've said this before, she said a lot of, I don't want to be racist, a lot of black people, or just even families, after they've passed, the owner, the person who got everything started, the business tends to crumble or just dissipates. And this is what I like. Everybody's involved. All her children, her daughters, and her son. Her son is the head chef down there. And this is what I like about the Culmer family over there. Bella Signature Suites. It's a wonderful place. Like I said, it's a boutique hotel, pardon me, conveniently located on Soldier Road North, just off Prince Charles. So if you're on Prince Charles and you're heading west, but you want to turn right, which takes you north, you go down and you're gonna look to the left. It used to be a place where they used to sell nice flowers during the Christmas time. If you've gone as far as Woodlawn Gardens, you've gone too far. So it's right before that on the left-hand side. Beautiful place. I love the renovations that they've done. It's an intimate, high-end boutique hotel, elegant with stylish suites, intentionally designed, like I said, for comfort and romance. And it's now paired with an upscale fine dining restaurant that's sophisticated and delivers exceptional service, plus a top-notch bar featuring premium top-shelf wines and liquors. That's great, great combination. So like she said, Ian, please tell Shanique, come on down there. I know everyone knows Shanique Miller is very finicky and picky about what she eats, but she has a nice menu that you can choose some nice, wonderful entrees. You don't have to take advantage of the liquor, but you can have a nice drink or a nice virgin drink or whatever that is. But go down there, and I really want you to go and check it out. She wants you to come and check out the ambiance. I was there. It's so well designed, and they have these gorgeous paintings on the wall from local artists. And I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful place. I feel like I'm getting out of Nassau without actually going to the airport and jumping on a plane.
I was about to ask you, is it sort of a wonderful escape?
Wonderful escape. Nice pool. The rooms are absolutely gorgeous and well designed. And it's just, you can stay there and just veg out and have yourself a wonderful time. Especially individuals who may be coming down from the family islands for any odd reason. Some people, unfortunately, they might be coming down for a medical procedure or to see the doctor. Why not stay at a place that's nice and comfort? Excellent, wonderful place. Now, I know that you guys don't want to miss the Super Bowl party, so it's another Super Bowl party. If you get a chance, if you missed another one, you can come to this one. This Super Bowl party is going to be held around the pool. So this one is poolside. And that, of course, is on February 8th, which is this Sunday. Imagine you and your friends gathered around a beautiful pool cheering on your favorite Super Bowl team in another safe, scenic environment with the game on a big, gigantic screen so you won't miss anything. You're going to enjoy food and drink specials, like I said, finger foods, nice wings, barbecue fried wings, and also you can get nice beer specials also. Conky's Conk Fritters down there with nice dipping sauce, and it's just a wonderful place to go. Let me give the phone number. I'm going to jump down here and give the phone number really quickly. The phone number, 356-3393. 356-3393. 356-3393. And you can WhatsApp them also, 425-1826. 425-1826. Now they say, bear in mind, if you're going to come down there for the Valentine's Day special, you want to go down there and book early. It's so important. You want to book early, because everyone's going to be trying to get down there. And what else I want to let you guys know? They're going to be having Lady in Red special. That's February 14th, the Lady in Red special. Ask about that, where you lovebirds can go and you can step into romance with a photo shoot experience, a 6-course dinner for 2, along with cocktails and complimentary bottled champagne. So this is wonderful on Valentine's Day for you couples. It's great. It's great down there. Celebration doesn't just have to stop there. The day after, Bella introduces Galentine's brunch party. I did not even know about this until Shanique and the producer just educated me. I thought that was a new word that they came up with. But Galentine's is for individuals who want to celebrate it. They said, you know what? I'm not dating anybody. I don't have a special Valentine's, but I want to celebrate Valentine's Day too. So you might be a single person. That's wonderful. That's going to be happening on February 15th. Celebrate Valentine's the way you want. It's open to all singles. It's a fun, vibrant brunch atmosphere. Bottomless mimosas with a perfect excuse to gather and mingle and celebrate. So you want to dial them at 356-3393, 356-3393. And like I said, you want to go ahead and book early because it's going to get really hectic down there. And the chef has a spectacular surprise for those couples. So those who have any shellfish allergies, please mention it when you call. Hey, listen here, you know, I kind of swell up when I do shellfish, so let them know because the chef is going to do something off of the menu. So this is going to be a wonderful time. You're going to have the Super Bowl party on Sunday, around the pool, nice friends, safe environment, everything. Then Valentine's Day, of course, you're going to be doing something special down there. And Galentine's Day, the day after Valentine's Day, go down there and have yourself a good time, you singles. You never know, you might meet somebody special, and you never know, you might be doing a nice wedding a couple months from now. That's anything is possible. Yeah, so go check them out. One more time for Bella Signature Suites, right there on Soldier Road, 356-3393, 356-3393, and the WhatsApp, 425-1826, 425-1826, Soldier Road North. You're gonna have a good old time. I was on the phone, you and I spoke like about 2 days ago, and I told you that I was on the phone speaking to my boy, Mario Bowleg. Mario K. Bowleg. Wow, that sounds like, because you know, some people have K-leg and some people have Bowleg. I don't know, things just come to my mind.
Get to the
yes,
business,
okay.
Aman.
Mario K. Bowleg, Garden Hills, former basketball coach. He says, Ian, you ever see a basketball coach afraid of a basketball player? Never.
Oh,
I say, Mario, you don't mess around. He says, Ian, I ain't going a step.
This is the incumbent for Garden Hills,
Keep on talking.
Mario Bowleg.
Yes, and he's the minister of what?
Youth, Sports, and Culture.
You got it, you got it, you got it.
Go ahead.
Yes, and this is a representative, like I say, who truly cares. And I saw this when I saw him interacting with some of his constituents, and I loved when I watched him at on a TV station. I don't like to call out the company's name, and he was at the Junior Junk, and he was having a really good time interacting with families, family members, and watching the little kids do their thing. He's a really good person. Excuse me sometimes if I just call individuals by their first name, is that I have a relationship with them, so I'm going to try to do the respect and say the whole thing. But he's a really nice individual, and I asked him what is his secret, to exactly his plans and how he does what he does, and he says that he leads with his heart. And I was like, wow, that's a strange thing to say, but it's real. He said he leads with his heart, and he's seriously committed to the people of Garden Hills. He knows throughout the constituency, he's known throughout the constituency for his approachability. Cool, down-to-earth fella, and extremely compassionate. Now, he has a proven record and a clear vision for Garden Hills, he says. He claims that he's extremely proud of what he's accomplished so far, yet he's fully aware of there's more work that needs to be done. So that's what I like to hear about individuals saying that, you know what, I think I've done a good job, but I know that the work is not finished as yet. Healthcare sits on the top of his platform, and that's evident because he introduced an extended, or should I say, an expanded community healthcare program, bringing essential services closer to the residents, aligning himself with healthcare professionals in an effort to deliver real solutions, not worthless promises. He says, Ian, he doesn't believe in that. That's not his cup of tea. So, whoa, you use a word like that, a phrase like that. He said, that's not his cup of tea. He says he wants to tell people that are things that he can do that's factual. And that's what he gets his reward from. He's heard what I wanted to let you know. Oh, sorry, I heard about the youth eye clinic that he was talking about, and I felt the passion in his voice when he was talking about it. The youth eye clinic, and I was like, why are you so? Clinic. Yeah, youth eye clinic. I'll tell you about it. He says early detection and treatment of vision issues was paramount to him because it's protecting children's learning and development for their future potential. So that's good. You need well, your hearing and your vision if you're a young person to go ahead and move forward. And that's what he said he's very proud of. Bozean Town Conveyance Project, he spearheaded that along with his team. He created that to resolve long-standing land and property concerns, providing clarity, ownership, security, and dignity for all residents. That's a wonderful thing. Yes, and for all residents. Wait a second now, this thing is going right up so fast, Ms. Shanique Miller. Thinking outside the box, he introduced an innovative crime watch initiative, bridging the gap between residents and law enforcement, which is so important, strengthening the trust, communication, and neighborhood safety. So he acknowledges that the fight against crime might be taxing, and like I said, it's a long fight ahead of him, but he's up for the fight, and he said he's going to go ahead, along with the constituents, they're going to go ahead and tackle that problem with with crime in the neighborhood. Seeing a need, Mr. Bowleg says he's quickly established a burial society to help families during moments of loss, offering both financial assistance and emotional care. This initiative has led many residents to describe Mario Bowleg in one word: compassionate. He's done the elderly support program. That's a labor of love. He's also done all the entrance signs. So the entrance signs are very beautiful when you go into Garden Hills. He's worked along with the parks and the recreation. So now you can see more family members outside and the kids going outside there and interacting. They feel nice and safe out there. So Mr. Bowleg, Mario Bowleg, he's doing an incredible job over there at Garden Hills. Said, let you know he's not going anywhere. And some of the people said he's doing exactly what he said he would do. And Garden Hills residents are noticing and they appreciate everything that he's brought to the table. So hats off to you and kudos up to you, Mr. Mario Bowleg, man. The people over there love you, and you're doing a great job, man. Continue doing what you're doing, and you'll be victorious in whatever you put forth. So that's an incredible thing. Valentine's Day, I always like to tell these people, ladies and gentlemen, with us, with direct marketers, we want to let you guys know you can do the same old thing what you want to do with Valentine's Day, perfume and this and that, all kind of gifts. But if you want to do something different, give me a call and I can turn you on to all our different products, and we'll do mix and match deals, putting different packages together. People have been asking me, calling me about the sea moss gummies. Shanique Miller and I talked about this last week. The sea moss gummies, this is absolutely amazing. I take it 2 a day now, and it's black seed oil, Shilajit, burdock root, ashwagandha, bladder wrack, and elderberry. This is great.
Those ingredients are stunning.
$34.95. Yeah. This is $34.95. People have been calling me today while I was driving here. The minoxidil for the hair growth. You got your hedges, all your edges gone. When I see one girl, oh Lord, she needed so bad, all the edges gone. Hair so short, she could roll her hair with rice. So this is the minoxidil. Get this, $34.95. Because some guys don't like bald head girls. But if you keep your hair bald because that's the way you want it. Remember, I used to say, if your hair can't blow, your hair you can't go. But that's okay, I have no problem. $34.95. I know. Rapunzel, let your hair down. My what? Let your hair down. So, cayenne pepper. This cayenne pepper so good. Shanique Miller got some last week. This is good. Cayenne pepper has everything inside it. Cayenne pepper, it's drops, hawthorn, beetroot, vitamin K2, vitamin D3. This is only $34.95 too. This is great for the body and digestive system. Wonderful. Also, the Jim Marito Eye Honey. This is ideal for your eyes. It's $75. You put 2 to 3 drops a week, not a day, and it's going to help you improve your vision, the blurriness, the floaters. If you might be dealing with cataracts or glaucoma, you need to get this, ladies and gentlemen. It's worked wonders for so many people. $75. You want to give me a call at 552-0212, 552-0212, and don't forget, you need your blood pressure monitor. It doesn't matter if you're big or fat or you're slim. You want to know your vitals. Get yourself a blood pressure monitor. It's only $64.95, and what I like about this one, that's big screen so you can see what the readings are, and it actually talks. So you can hear everything what's going on, and you just turn it on, and it says, I didn't turn it on properly. What's going on, man? Come on, talk to me.
Listen,
Anyway, man,
say
listen.
something
Unless you turn it off, because so many people was asking about it. But this is a great thing to have at your house. Also, Shanique Miller always tell me about the massager. This is wonderful.
Fantastic.
Get yourself a massager. This is only $145. It's a wonderful gift for you or somebody this Valentine's Day. And also the massage pillow. This is only $99. Give me a call. Wonderful gifts for Valentine's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers. I had a great time, but hey, he didn't talk about it. What? The bully pill. Man, the bully pill, Lord, ladies and gentlemen, so much people calling for the bully pill, especially it's Valentine's Day right now. Get yourself the bully pill. You need it. Like I said, you take the bully pill, you'll be the hottest guy in the neighborhood. Yeah. And I always say, what rhymes with, what I say? I said, what rhymes with Rocky Phoenix? Yes, Shanique Miller got it. Floppy penis. You don't want to have a floppy penis, do you? No, you want a nice, strong erection. So when you walk in there Valentine's Day, you say, hey, I feel good. Man, listen here, I gotta get out of here, man. You want the bully pill? Give me a call. Ian Thomas Direct Marketers, 552-0212. $55 for a bottle of 5. Get yourself the bully pill. Bully pill. It's gonna revitalize your relationship and you'll be carrying on dead bad. Man, I gotta get out of here. One more time, I thank you so much, Shanique Miller, for bringing me here. I know it's a Thursday I'm here. Sorry I had to bother you on a Friday night,
man.
No,
that's okay. You're quite welcome
I know.
Be here. It's my pleasure to have you and to have you help the people out this Super Bowl weekend. That's right. I thank you all so much for tuning in all week long, including tonight's show. For all of tonight's guests, a major thank you and a huge thank you to all of you for tuning in this evening. I look forward to seeing you right back here on Monday evening. For the entire Beyond the Headlines team, I'm Shanique Miller. Make it a blessed weekend, everyone.